If you haven't heard it, you got to hear it here. And it's AI generated, so there's no copyright.
I want to go to LA.
Wait a minute.
Well, shut up, Patriot J, Benny Johnson, Big Bongino, Alex Jones. Free my dogs and lock up. The radical left's gone crazy. I don't bail. I won't see inside a cell. Shut up, Doug.
Okay, it goes on. It's fantastic. I'm going to share the link to everybody. Robert, the mugshot. It seems that the only people saying that it's not backfiring are the liars. You got Jen Psaki, Mehdi Hassan, all of the standard liars saying it's terrible, and now they're trying to make it a racial issue and to pretend that now, to appeal to the black community and say that now he's gotten more street cred. It's racist. The mugshot's great. He's a criminal. Everybody's realizing this. He's going to jail. Do you know what he was thinking when he took the picture, Robert? Did he practice that face?
He must have. Is my takeaway because it was it was a war footing kind of, and it's two things. It's a war footing kind of physical posture.
Oh God, sorry. That was loud. I didn't know that.
I mean, yeah, they're making murals of it down in Atlanta. But it was one of the most intense, iconic looks ever, and it's not a common look that he has ever given. So I think he did, and he had never surrender. He came back to Twitter for one tweet, which was that tweet, never surrender. Started advertising on it right away. It does look a lot like the bald eagle image, the badass bald eagle image that's someone's putting up as a meme on our board. I wonder if that's what inspired him, because that's the most analogous look.
Robert, for someone who's never had a mugshot taken before, do they give you a 3, 2, 1 go? Do they let you look at it beforehand and say, do you want to take it again? Do they tell you what to do?
Usually they say, look here, and then take the photo.
Okay.
So but it varies. It varies by department, varies by location. And clearly Democrats thought it would do him a lot of damage. Instead, he celebrated it, welcomed it, used it, raised $7 million on it in 24 hours or so. It's gone global. It's gone viral. It'll probably be the most famous mugshot, maybe in the history of mugshots. You can get shot glasses called mugshot with his image on it. You can get, Donald Trump Jr. I'll be on his show tomorrow. Has free Trump out there as a way to raise funds for the people that are being subject to this. We put up the Jeffrey Clark link where people can go to Give, Send, Go and support Jeff Clark's work on it. So it politically backfired, and then there are a bunch of driving through the poor urban areas, African American areas in Atlanta, a bunch of people had lined up to cheer him. You had rap stars and other people comparing themselves to him later, and some on the right, Jenna Ellis, who just keeps stepping in it. You're trying to raise money for your defense, and then you go out and attack Trump. I mean, it's like, when do you learn not to be a complete idiot? You even get James O'Keefe saying nice stuff about you, and then you blow it up the next day. It's like that she really is just politically dense. She rode the short bus to school for sure when it comes to politics. But the point that I had made, Richard Barris had made for a while, is not so much that, because Trump's accused of a crime, now black people and minorities and millennials relate to him. That's not the point. The point is that if you are a working class person from a racial minority or millennial community, how many rich, white, 75-year-old real estate billionaire tycoons from New York do you know? Not very many. How many people do you know that have been victimized by the American legal system? A lot more. Trump went from being in one category to the other. That's what makes him more relatable. The second part is you're seeing even Brett Weinstein's. Like, I don't like Trump, but this war on him makes me second guess some things. A lot of people are going to see the war on Trump as he is now the underdog, as he there must be something legit in him fighting the system, or the system wouldn't be so obsessed with crushing him. And so that's the point, is to the working class communities that had previously not seen Trump as relatable, now see him as relatable. That's why Richard Barris's surveys show him winning twice as many black voters as any Republican since Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon was a civil rights guy going back to the 50s. Before Republicans and Democrats had sharply drawn different lines on that, before the 64 presidential campaign, which is what really defined Republicans as anti-civil rights in the public consciousness within the African-American community. But and he's getting twice as many black voters as DeSantis or any other generic Republican, twice as many as he got in 2016 or 2020. And so that's not a surprise. A lot of it's economics, but it's only enhanced by people this has gone viral everywhere. I mean, the populist community celebrated this image because Trump brilliantly remade it into an image of resistance, just like Martin Luther King did with his mugshot, just like Nelson Mandela did with his mugshot. So others, if he looks like one of the founding fathers, if they had a mugshot. The people were showing the comparison to George Washington in certain images, Thomas Jefferson in certain images and paintings, etc. So the mugshot definitely backfired on Fani Willis.
It definitely is a determined look in his face. And I was just, for everybody out there who might have thought I was being serious as to whether or not they let you look at it and take another one, that was a joke. But I just didn't know if they give you like a 3, 2, 1 go so that he gets ready for the picture. Can you maybe help quell another rumor, Robert? Because it happened, I think Jeff Clark has the same problem as Trump. People are talking about the numbers in the height and weight. People are saying Trump's weight on his booking photo was 215 pounds, and people don't believe that. When you get...
They thought for sure he was secretly 350 pounds.
But so how does... Again, never been to jail. How does it work? Do they weigh you, they measure you, correct? Like, it's not like you give them the
varies.
info?
It varies on the jail.
Okay.
But yes, typically they do that and they don't rely upon your self-representation because they're using that for identification purposes in case you flee. So they need accuracy in that. So typically that's where that is.
Okay.
And that doesn't surprise me. Again, when I met Trump, he comes across as a powerful guy, owns a room. In 6'3", 215, that sounds about right. They've always exaggerated. They've tried to make him, he's fat because they think he's sensitive to that image. So that's why the media and the left love to try to present that. And it's like, if you're on any camera, the camera will add 30, 40 pounds to you, your average camera, especially if you want it to add that many pounds, like the media does. And it's like, I've seen the man in person. It's clear he's in fine shape. That's been evident for a while.